Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have the class event for you, a team without Dawnbringer or any mythics, and a new purple Guild Wars team, which you're looking at right now. Has Zul'Goth, has mythics, sorry. And I'm just trying out new purple teams, giving them a tryout, letting them come in, see if I like them or not. You know, don't know if they're going to join the team or not, but giving them a workout. We'll see if we like them. This team actually lost, so didn't start out on the greatest foot. We're 2-1 right now, and these are the last two battles of Guild Wars, so check it out while I shout out a couple new members. Well, one new member and one rejoiner. And I really appreciate the rejoiner, so I'm going to shout them out from now on, I think. But anyway, I need y'all to pray for Kenneth Smith. Please pray for Kenneth Smith, because he has become a sinner, joined the choir, and hit the join button, became a member, and I really, really appreciate it. So please pray for Kenneth. Thank you so much, Kenneth. Shout out to you. Also, shout out to Gwen F for rejoining. I really appreciate it so much. And, yeah, thank you for hitting that join button. Shout out to you, Gwen F. And we're almost back to 30. Who wants to be that 30, Stephen Curry? But anyway, let's get back to the video so we don't lose everyone else. But, yeah, shout out to you guys. Appreciate it. Purple Guild Wars here, trying out new teams. I can't get off this life and death. I don't know why. I just feel like when I'm doing purple and I'm using my hero that I need to use life and death. I don't know why. I mean, I could use Reflection of Good. I tried Trickster Shot. Trickster Shot just, I was gonna give it a try today, and I took it into PvP, and it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, so I just didn't. You know, I tried a few battles, and it wasn't working out. So then I switched to this team. So I was just thinking, Zul'Goth. Zul'Goth. I got Zul'Goth. Why don't I use him? Somebody said that in my comments when I was complaining about losing one time. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Ben Templar. Somebody like that. They said, you got Zul'Goth. Why aren't you using him? And my answer was always, you know, I'm trying to help people out. And a lot of people don't have Zul'Goth. But also, I keep complaining about losing here and there in Guild Wars and not getting Paragon. If I want to get Paragon, I should probably use all my tools in my tool bag and not omit one of the best ones just because. And so I'm trying to find a Zul'Goth team on Purple Day and probably on Blue Day. Blue and Purple. If you got any, send them to me. Kimmy, I saw you sent me one, but I don't know. I think I saw it too late or something. But anyway, trying Life and Death, Thrall, Zul'Goth, the Possessed King. You know, it's okay, and I don't know if I'm going to try it again, or if I'm going to tweak it, or what, but it went 4-1, didn't get 8k, it got like 7,869. It's a concept, though, you know, Zul'Goth, getting him up quickly. Life and Death is like such a good purple weapon, I hate not using it. I know there's Reflection of Good, Trickster Shot, there's other purple weapons, Doom Scythe, but I don't know why, I'm just stuck on Life and Death because it can steal life and death mark, and it's, I don't know. So, somebody needs to get me off that. I need to get back on Reflection of Good maybe for a while. That's one of my favorite weapons, so I think if anything is going to take me off of Life and Death, it's probably Reflection of Good, so maybe I'll try that next Guild Wars. Here is your class event team. I tried to do it without Dawnbringer. That was my main goal. I went into it thinking, you know, I could easily use Dawnbringer with 3 yellow troops, especially some sort of mana generating troop, like perhaps maybe the one at the bottom there. But so that's one thing you could do. Dawnbringer and 3 yellow troops. But my goal in this one was to not use Dawnbringer, just help more people. Since I used Zul'Goth in the first team, I figured I will try not to use Dawnbringer or any mythics in my class event team. And this worked out pretty well. I mean, if you have Jar of Eyes, which you can get from All-Seeing Eye faction, I'm pretty sure. And if you don't have it, then you made a mistake at some point. You need to get it. And make sure you do next time you see All-Seeing Eye on Tuesday. That means that Jar of Eyes is available. I'm pretty sure that's where it comes from. So anyway, Merlion will hit 2 enemies. It hits 1 chosen enemy and then a random enemy. And it silences them both. So I think this is a really good team for beginners or anybody really, but specifically for beginners because you can target enemies that are about to cast and hit them with Merlion, and it'll silence them, and hit another random enemy and silence them as well. Then you do double damage versus silenced enemies. So if you get further in and you're not one-shotting and the battles aren't going quickly, you can hit enemies that are already silenced and do double damage and make sure they get out of there. So you can make sure they don't cast. You can do double damage to them. You got 2 of them on your team. They do pretty good attack as well with skulls. They got extra 20% this week. And then I used Jar of Eyes as my weapon. Class was Tidecaller. And I forgot to mention with the Guild Wars team, my class was Plague Lord with Rock Solid. But yeah, Tidecaller. You could also use Corsair, I think would be okay. But since it's a Tidecaller class event, I decided to use Tidecaller. 50% start. You're blowing up blue when you match 4 and stuff like that. And then I think it's Axolotl is the name of the last troop there. You know me and my forgetting troops' names, but I think it's Axolotl. So I remember making fun of that name when it came out. But it makes I think yellow and blue, like I said earlier. Which is its colors. No, it's yellow and it's blue and green. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure we'll see, I guess. It might be blue and green, and that's why I thought Jar of Eyes would be really good on this team. So I started with, okay, what am I going to use for my damage? And I thought, okay, Merlion. Then, of course, okay, maybe 2 Merlions. Because if I use 1, then I can use another one and do double damage. And then I was thinking, okay, Blue Storm, so Jar of Eyes. And then what can be our other mana generator? Axolotl. And everything here easily gotten by anybody. The only thing probably is the weapon, but if you don't have that weapon, you really need to get it, and it's way easier to get than Dawnbringer, so yeah, it looks like green and blue there. Which is fine, because Jar of Eyes uses green and can make a Ice Storm. So this team's one of those ones that's really good early and can get really good late. And the only time it kind of hesitates or stalls out or whatever you want to say is kind of in the middle there where it's not exactly one-shotting and it's leaving the enemies with like 5 health. That's the only time I saw where it wasn't the greatest. But I think in the beginning when it's one-shotting and then in the end when you start needing the Jar of Eyes and the Axolotl, that it will be really good. And the silences. It's just that middle portion, like towards the end of the free battles, that kind of it stalls out a little bit, just for a little bit. Then it starts back up, and it's awesome again because you start to need the Jar of Eyes, and you start to need the Ice Storm, and you start to need the Axolotl, and you start to need the double damage versus silenced enemies and all that. So, yeah, just target the most threatening enemy, silence them, and then deal double damage and cast Jar of Eyes if you need it. It's also got a summon, so really good for beginners. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, or maybe later today for EverQuest. Peace.